I wanted to make a video to people who are just getting into the to this industry. Um, just keep in mind, I'm gonna talk about some of the struggles that I went through, especially if you're a family man, which I am. I have, as you guys, I don't know if you know, but a 3 year old. When I started this, my son was only maybe a year and a half. Um, Honestly, the hardest thing for me was not seeing my family. I used to go out for months at a time. I would come back for about a week and a half, and then go out again for another month. One thing that you have to keep in mind is you have to make time for your family, no matter what. It's to me, it's a priority, but you have to find that sweet spot where work and family can intertwine with each other. Honestly, that's the only way that I can put it. It's tough. So number one thing is make time for your family. That's Believe me. I've seen a lot of people lose relationships, divorce, like because it's easy to just get stuck on the money. But you also have to remember you have people at home worrying about you, who want to spend time with you. Time is just going by. So that's number one. Number two, prepare for the worst in your truck. So always keep gallons of water. I always keep 3 gallons of water in my truck just in case. I keep food on me. I keep snacks on me. Um, Warm clothes for sure, especially right now that winter's supposed to be over, but we're still here. So um, winter, get some like those winter jackets, those windbreakers, some winter socks. Get some good insulated boots. They're weather resistant, slip resistant. Cause this ice out here, man, it's slippery. Um, Blankets, make sure you have all of that. Um, your chains, especially in the snow. Always make sure that when you're doing your pre-check. That's another thing. Do your pre-check. I know it's a drag. A lot. It really isn't. It'll take about 15 to 20 minutes. I know you can do it in 10 minutes. You probably can if you skim through things, but a good pre-trip would be 15 to 20 minutes. Go through your truck, make sure it's working properly, make sure everything is where all the levels are supposed to be at. Your treads are fine. Your brake shoes, and some trucks have brake pads. Make sure that they're all fine. Number That's safety. Again, the key to everything would be safety when it comes to your truck. Third thing, uh, be the Smith system. Like that's one thing that when you get into truck driving, I've been with Knight, Covenant, and JB Hunt, and they all use the Smith system. I'm pretty sure all the mega carriers use the Smith system. If you're barely going in, if you're lucky enough to have a family member or somebody that has their own company, then you're gonna. They probably won't teach you this, but mega carriers or other companies, they use the Smith system. It's a it shows you how to look, how to be more observant of your surroundings while you're driving, what to do, when you see a hazardous situation up ahead. What do you do? You leave yourself an out. Make sure that if something's going up at there, should I change the left lane? Should I slow down? What just it teaches you how to be a defensive driver. So that's another thing. um, let's see. Not a lot of people talk about this, and I can't stress enough because I went through it. I'm not gonna lie. Stop eating at these truck stops. Stop eating at these truck stops. It is the worst thing you can do for your body. All they sell there is pizza, hot dogs, fried chicken, a bunch of fried foods. And if you go to a Subway, make it healthy. Make it as healthy as you can. When I go to Subway, And right now, I'm trying to do very low carb diet. That's what I've been doing. I actually lost 40 pounds, and I'm very excited about that, man. Um, I'm a big boy, but try to, there's healthy stuff at the truck stops. I'm not gonna lie. You got the hard boiled eggs. You got pickles. I love pickles. To no carbs at all. A bunch of sodium though. You gotta watch out for that too, because then you swell up. They have salads. They have like chef salads ready to go. You don't want that when you want a fresh one. Go do that. Um, the next thing, how to showering. I I cannot stress that enough. When I was with Covenant, oh man, that was probably the worst experience I had in trucking was with Covenant, because Covenant is a team-based company. They you're gonna be driving with another person, so you live in that truck with that person, and Covenant wants you to stay out as long as possible. Now, I was out for a month, and well, for 2 weeks. I was out for 2 weeks. The driver that I was with was really cool, but he ended up leaving because they weren't paying him what they promised him, whatnot. He left. He was really cool. He showered, very safe. I could fall asleep and I was fine. Because while he's driving, I have to be asleep, and while I'm driving, he's sleeping. You see what I'm saying? So they gave me another driver, and everything was fine in the beginning. Once we got into maybe like 3 days in, the farthest that I go is I take a shower and then I don't, and then I take another shower. Unless I worked really hard, or I had to unload, or I started sweating for some reason or whatever, I take a shower every day. But usually it's I take a shower, I don't, I take a shower, I don't, I take a shower, I don't. But if I feel like, I gotta take a shower, I'll take a shower. The guy that was, man, did not like to take showers. I hated it. I called dispatch. I told them. I even talked to the guy, like, bro, please. And he's like, no, no, I'm good. I'm good. And I couldn't do it. Um, Unfortunately, they kept us all the way in the East Coast. I was in New Jersey, when all this stuff was happening. And then we ended up getting a load coming back. Once we got back, JP Hunt had contacted me, and they told me that they had a opportunity for me to come on board. I took it. I heard plenty of great things about JP Hunt. A lot of my friends have people that have been in that company for years. Like, bro, it's a good company. You should jump on it, and I did, and I've been here ever since. Um, Never had an issue with JP Hunt, except one time where um, somebody used my truck, because with the 99 cent store account, it's your truck's not for sure. They will let you know that somebody used your truck, and unfortunately, I hate this, man. I don't know why people do that, but they took my charger, they took my flashlight, they took my knife. Like, why? Like, you're using my truck. Why are you, man? It's in the past. I'm not even gonna stress out about it. It is what it is. Um, and those are just little tips, I guess you could say. Not really tricks, but just tips for the new drivers. I only have a year and a half in this. It is what it is. Don't stress about a situation you can't control. At the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. You can't go out there and expect to have control of what's going on around you, because you can't. I learned that the hard way. I used to stress out because my loads were gonna be, I was gonna get there late, or all this traffic. Somebody crashed on the freeway. You can't control that. Like, there's nothing you can do. Right now, I'm in Utah. Yesterday, there were like 3, 4 accidents back to back. I probably moved up 5 miles. I went into violation because we were stuck on the freeway where nobody could move. Finally, we moved up enough where they were letting people into the rest area. I parked off to the side on the rest area, and I called it a night. I already called my driver manager. I let him know, hey, I went into violation for about 10 minutes, and he's like, don't worry about it. We'll put it in the system, that it was due to, weather issues and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's it. I'm gonna make more videos like this for you guys. Just, I guess my experience, how to deal with things, what to do. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, be safe, and I love you guys. Peace.